I live here and I can attest that Paris is overflowing with culture. I'm probably not an expert on it. Not probably. I'm not an expert on it. But I can offer you my years of experience. The thing though about living in Paris and having all this culture on tap is that it makes me a really shit guide when I have friends and family visit. I love my mother, but there are some things I just won't do. The Louvre. I don't know. Musée d'Orsay. The Eiffel Tower?
Absolutely not.
This is the problem when you live in Paris, the cultural capital of the world. While visitors come here and it's all a once-in-a-lifetime experience, for us it's just, I don't want to say wallpaper, but it's just part of everyday life. Yes, that's a privilege, and yes, we're lucky to live with beauty. But the brutal truth is, I hate lining up. And in Paris in the sunny seasons, it's all about lines. Or rather, lines at all of those once-in-a-lifetime Paris spots. I'm not dissing the big famous Paris museums. They're full of treasures that are absolutely worth seeing. It's just for me, when you live in Paris, you can go to them in the middle of winter when there are little to no crowds. Also, Paris is full of many other cultural venues that you've never heard of. And they too have treasures worth seeing. There are museums that cover almost every conceivable subject. There are concerts. There are libraries full of authors you've yet to discover. There are concerts by authors you've already discovered.
La parabole du désir remplissait nos mains de silence. Chacun se sentait mourir, nos corps vibraient en absence.
There are sculptures under the open sky. There are Paris streets with artwork. There is artwork in places you least expected. There's also a question you need to ask yourself when you're going to a cultural landmark in Paris. Why? Why are you going? Is it to see content? Or is it contemplation?
I thought they were bigger there this time.
Is it because it's what everyone talks about? Or is it because it's speaks to you. I think that Paris itself puts you in a contemplative frame of mind. Just being here, soaking it up, gives you some of what people are looking for. Art, beauty, confrontation, discovery, humor. That sense that there is a timelessness around you. And for this moment in time, you're graced by it. And it will outlive you. The ideas it brings you makes your life richer. But I live here and I can pick and choose my cultural outings. Mostly, I have to admit, I'm drawn more to just soaking in Paris as an experience, one that's fluid and adaptable. It's also my day-to-day life, so it's not a special occasion. It's just something that I do during the day, between all the other stuff that I do. And when I'm acting as a guide, and I really mean the quotation marks here, when I take on that role, it's just to let Paris unfold before us. Paris is not all timeless masterpieces, and I'm okay with that. The last thing I ever want is for Paris to be thought of as a museum city. It's a city with a lot of museums. But we don't have to be driven by an algorithm to see them. I believe art is personal, and appreciating art on a personal level is something that makes you different to thinking machines. Life here flows in so many cultural fashions, big and small, and I'm part of that life. Maybe I like to think of myself as part of the œuvre, artist and spectator. In any case, because I live here, I want to think that there is more than cliches to Paris culture. The touchstones take up a huge part of the imagination of the people around the world. But when you live with so much culture around, the essential key to understanding it is culture is part of life. These are beats that Paris shares with other big cities around the world. It lives and breathes and redefines itself according to the people living inside it. And also, yes, according to the people, the millions of people who visit it every year. But is culture being put out there for the people who live inside it? Not because history is watching. Living among historical Paris and modern Paris, there's something to the way you think. Spectacle is part of the ordinary, and you become more interested in intention. I feel lucky to be here. Lucky that this is day-to-day life. You walk past the most remarkable things without even looking. And then occasionally it stops you anyway. A moment in the city you call home. You look up, you remember. It's not decoration. It's not a moment out of time. This is a way of thinking, of being. And once you've lived here long enough, it becomes a part of you.